This is the adorable aquatic creature we call an axolotl, now available in emo style at Build-A-Bear Workshop. Hello, I'm Shafik, and I'm on a mission to uncover all the cuddly secrets that Build-A-Bear has left in the stuffing bin. And one of those secrets pertains to their newest, most unique plush pal, the emo axolotl. Now, as someone who spent more hours than I'd like to admit customizing stuffed animals and occasionally overstuffing them, I think I'm qualified to talk about this. So come with me into the whimsical world of Build-A-Bear and see how they've evolved to keep our hearts melting and our wallets opening. You know, when I first started obsessing over Build-A-Bear, the one thing that always amazed me was how they keep coming up with new and exciting plush friends. I mean, have you ever tried to invent a new animal? It's not easy. Now imagine trying to create a stuffed version of a real-life walking fish that looks like it's going through an emo phase. Not your average teddy bear, right? So I'd like to talk about this marvelous emo axolotl. It's Build-A-Bear's latest creation, combining the charm of an exotic amphibian with the brooding aesthetic of emo culture. How did they come up with this? Actually, axolotls have become quite popular recently, thanks to their unique appearance and their inclusion in games like Minecraft. And Build-A-Bear, always on trend, decided to give this little guy an edgy makeover. Today I'm going to walk you through the process of creating your very own emo axolotl at Build-A-Bear. Because, as it turns out, not all stuffed animals are created equal. It's like comparing a classic teddy bear to a sparkly unicorn. They're both cuddly, but they do it in very different ways. I'm going to show you something special. Look at this. You may find the emo axolotl looks a bit different from your typical Build-A-Bear creation. It's got those signature axolotl features, the external gills that look like fancy head decorations, the wide-set eyes, and that perpetual smile. But Build-A-Bear has added some emo flair. How? Well, instead of bright, cheery colors, this axolotl sports a darker, moodier palette. Think deep purples, blacks, and maybe a touch of silver. It's like they took the happiest looking amphibian and gave it a Hot Topic makeover. Instead of the usual cheerful expression, the emo axolotl might have a slightly more contemplative look. Maybe its eyes are half lidded, giving it that classic too cool for school emo vibe. And don't be surprised if you see some emo inspired accessories like a tiny studded collar or miniature combat boots. It's like Build-A-Bear is saying, who says aquatic salamanders can't rock out? But why an emoaxolotl? Well, it comes down to creativity and market trends. Let me explain. Build-A-Bear has always been about creating unique, personalized stuffed animals. They went with what they know works, taking a popular animal and giving it a twist. It's like choosing to wear mismatched socks because it's more fun, even though matching ones are the norm. While some might think an emo axolotl is an odd choice, Build-A-Bear, always in tune with pop culture, wants to appeal to a wide range of customers. And that means investing in designs that can capture the imagination of both kids and adults. It's like having a stuffed animal that appeals to the kid who loves weird animals and the teenager who's going through their emo phase. Not that I've ever had an emo phase more than twice in my life. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of creating your emo axolotl. Don't worry, I'll keep the jargon to a minimum. I promise not to throw around words like plush customization experience more than absolutely necessary. Oh wait, I just did. Well, since it's out there, let's learn more. The first step in creating your emo axolotl is choosing the unstuffed skin. This is where the magic begins. The skin is likely to be a deep purple or black, with perhaps some silver or dark blue accents. It's soft, almost velvety to the touch. Basically, it's like your axolotl is wearing a very fancy, very soft concert t-shirt from its favorite band. Each axolotl might have slight variations in color or pattern, which is fine because, let's face it, every emo kid is unique in their own brooding way. Next comes the stuffing process. This is where you get to decide how cuddly or how brooding you want your emo axolotl to be. Do you want it soft and squishy, perfect for hugging during those angsty moments? Or do you prefer it a bit firmer, ready to stand tall at the front of the imaginary mosh pit? The choice is yours. Think of it as customizing your axolotl's personality. Is it a soft-hearted emo or a tough-as-nails punk rocker? But how does this stuffing process actually work? When you're at Build-A-Bear, you'll use a foot pedal to control the stuffing machine. As you press down, the machine will fill your axolotl with soft polyester fiber fill. It's like when I try to fit all my black clothes into one suitcase for a weekend trip. Except the suitcase is an adorable amphibian, and the clothes are fluffy clouds of stuffing. Now comes the heart ceremony. This is where you choose a small fabric heart, make a wish, and place it inside your axolotl before it's finally sewn up. For the emo axolotl, they might offer special hearts. Maybe ones with little musical notes or tiny broken heart designs. When I first heard about this part, I thought it was a bit cheesy. But then I realized it's actually pretty sweet. It's like giving your emo axolotl its own secret song that no one else can hear. This difference in the heart ceremony reflects a broader evolution in Build-A-Bear's offerings. How did it develop? Back in the early days of Build-A-Bear, we didn't have the luxury of themed animals or pop culture tie-ins. The original bears were just that, bears. And they were great, but they weren't axolotls and they certainly weren't emo. Then came the expansion into other animals, licensed characters, and even sound chips. Anyone remember when you could make your bear play a song or say a phrase? Fun times. I learned that these additions were exciting, but could be a bit gimmicky. Not ideal when you're trying to create a timeless stuffed friend. Now, with the push towards unique and trendy designs, companies like Build-A-Bear are innovating with creations like the Emo Axolotl. It's a nod to how far we've come, from the days when a bear with a red bow was considered adventurous, to now when we can create a stuffed version of a rare amphibian with an alternative lifestyle. But don't forget the historical context. When I first knew about Build-A-Bear, I found that the evolution of their offerings has been a journey of creativity, market research, and occasionally strange combinations. The early days of just bears gave way to an explosion of options. They say variety is the spice of life. Or maybe they just didn't want kids to get bored with the same old teddy bears. The introduction of licensed characters was a huge leap forward, albeit with its own set of challenges. The need to balance popular franchises with original creations was a delicate dance. It's not just about stuffing animals, it's about creating memories and capturing imaginations. Today we're standing on the shoulders of teddy bear giants. Giants who probably got a bit overstuffed along the way. The advancements in plush technology and design have allowed us to dream bigger, to consider stuffed animals we never thought possible. Because if you think creating a regular axolotl is cool, wait until you try to make it emo. Spoiler alert, it's actually pretty awesome. So what's the takeaway from all this? The emoaxolotl is more than just a quirky stuffed animal. It's a symbol of Build-A-Bear's ability to evolve and capture current trends. The creation of this unique plush friend highlights the creativity and market savvy that keeps Build-A-Bear relevant in a world of mass-produced toys. Whether it's a classic bear or an emo axolotl, what's important is that these plush pals bring joy and comfort to their owners. And maybe, just maybe, they'll inspire a new generation to appreciate the coolness of amphibians and the emotional depth of emo culture. Imagine trying to explain to your grandparents why your stuffed axolotl is wearing black eyeliner. But I think after creating these unique friends, I would be really excited to show off my emo axolotl collection and say, look what Build-A-Bear has come up with now. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this emo axolotl. Have you ever created a Build-A-Bear friend? Or maybe you have a favorite stuffed animal with an unexpected twist. No judgment here. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of customizable plush pals, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any stuffed animal adventures. Big thanks to my patrons for literally making this video happen. If you'd like to support the channel, help me keep exploring the cuddly edges of toy technology. Until next time, keep crafting. And remember, even emo axolotls need hugs. Goodbye.